All right, race fans, we're getting these Formula Ones on the water for their hot lap here at the final qualifying heat this afternoon on the Battle of the San Jacinto. All right, we got them on the water here for qualifying. Big shout out to Ralph Burnett and family. My fearless leader, Tim Seabold, said you guys are watching. I don't know where you're watching from, but Ralph, we always appreciate you being a fan of the Formula One Powerboat Championships. Well, we're getting these guys hot laps on the water and getting tuned up. One driver that has been doing phenomenally well, but still has got to do some work here in qualifying heat 2 to try to get himself on top. He sits second in the points here in 2022. They call him the real deal, the number 52 of Chris Rinker. We had a chance to sit down with Chris. Let's see what he's going to do this weekend to try to capture the victory here at the Battle on the San Jacinto.
Back in the pits here with the man sitting in the top 4 in points coming into the Battle on the San Jacinto here in Highlands, Texas, the number 52 of Chris Rinker. Chris, it's been a few years since you jumped into the Formula One class, and every year the 52 machine seems to get better and better. And now this year, you really got an opportunity to grab that championship spot come the end of the season.
Yeah, Thomas, we're eyeballing them points pretty hard. Everybody's running really good. We actually jumped into the Kniff because it's a little bit quicker on these short courses, but we'll see how it goes. It's a different ride. It's a little bit faster, a little bit easier to drive in the turns, but I'm going to run the more tomorrow in the morning and just see what kind of lap times we get.
Right, well, the Rinker Boat World team has had some really good success here on the Formula One Powerboat Championships, but this year, it's not the 20, it's the 52. Tables are turned a little bit. Got to feel good after the years of hard work you put in to see it really start to pay off.
Ashton's done a great job. I mean, working with me, giving me a bunch of pointers early on in my rookie year, and, you know, I feel like I've got some natural skills just because it's part of the family tradition. I gotta think so. So maybe that's helping me out a little bit. But no, we're real excited. We're running real well. I've got James Chambers and Neil Barclay and Chris Barclay, and I got a whole pile of people helping me. So, you know, I'm just the guy behind the wheel.
Right on, but now basically your home race here, right? And you're going to get much closer to your home here than Highlands, Texas. You got a big crew of Rinkers we know are going to be here cheering you on. You're nipping on the heels of Mayo. The 24 of Love is right there in reach. What do you think you're going to have to do this weekend to find yourself collecting enough points to maybe move yourself up a spot or two and find yourself going into the final race of the season on top of the point standings?
I think the key is just staying clean in the first qualifying heats and staying out of trouble, and then coming off the beach is everything. So that's what we got to figure out. I think getting behind Mayo and Spencer Love is kind of where you don't want to be, because those guys are fast. But if we can get in front of them, I'm going to make it a little bit of a drive to get around me.
Right on. Well, it's always tough trying to get around a Rinker, that's for sure. And maybe, just maybe, the 52 of Chris Rinker is going to find himself on top of the podium and maybe just bring home a national championship here in the Formula One Powerboat Championship Series in 2022. Best of luck, Chris.
Thank you, Thomas.
And that was the real deal, the 52 of Chris Rinker, looking to do some damage today, trying to get that Kniff hull dialed in, and it looks like, unfortunately, the 20 of Ashton Rinker might be done here in qualifying heat number 2. He just climbed out of the boat. And it looks like the number 20 of Ashton Rinker's afternoon. There you can see there, he is not on the start pontoon. That Outcast hull looks like it's causing some more fits in that Pro Marine Rinker Boat World machine for the 20 of Ashton Rinker. And place is very unfamiliar for this young man. He's typically top 5, extremely fast, always out in front. And it looks like he's just still having to continue to work out the kinks in that brand new Outcast hull built by Paul Trollian here for 2022. Unfortunate to see, but that's what happens in racing. They're going to have to bring it back to the trailer and figure out what's going on. But we had a chance to talk to his teammate just here recently, the real deal, number 52, Chris Rinker. And, you know, he mentioned this 24 Spencer Love, who we had on earlier today, and the 8 of Jeremiah Mayo. This young man, he's 22 years old. He's still a college student. He might have graduated. I don't know. COVID kind of screwed up the timeline for all of us, right? It seemed like 2 years just vanished into nothing. But he's a young kid. He's worked his way up the ranks from tri-hulls to Formula Lights. Now he's in Formula One. He's got that Danish-built Molagard dancing. He had to rebuild it after a wreck at the APBA National Championships with Spencer Love, but he's back here ready to rock and roll for the battle on the San Jacinto. And let's see what the number 8 of Jeremiah Mayo is going to do to try to find himself on top of the podium at the end of the weekend.
Welcome to round 3 of the 2022 Formula One Powerboat Championships. Here it's the battle on the San Jacinto. The man to my left here has made some noise in 2022, coming in the top 4 in points here into the penultimate round of the 2022 season, the number 8 of Jeremiah Mayo. Jeremiah, last race out, national championships in Ohio, got a bit rough for the Hertz Audio JH Performance machine, but you still find yourself in the top 4. Got to be a big race for you this weekend.
Yeah, it's extremely big for us. You know, last boat race at the championship, we kind of had a mishap, broke a lot of the boat, so we got home, unrigged it, and completely rebuilt it.
Yeah, let's talk about that. You know, we were talking just before on camera here. The entire right side of the boat got built after a collision in a right-hand turn with the points leader, the number 24, of Spencer Love. You are very close behind him, sitting in second position. What do you got to do this weekend here in the penultimate round to try to tee it up for that final round in Lake Havasu and a knockdown drag-out between you and the 24 Love?
And, you know, really we're just counting on going out there, making our laps, finishing top 5. You know, if we can, hopefully finish with the checkered, but just kind of go out there, be consistent, make our laps, and finish strong here and move into the next one.
Absolutely. It looks like the Mola Guard becoming a bit more popular here in the United States. Our first Formula Light Mola Guard making its debut here at the battle on the San Jacinto. But you have a lot of experience here on this river as the kind of test and tune session every year for the sport club down here in Houston, Texas, runs their opening race every year. Do you believe that that gives you a bit of an advantage over the rest of the field?
I believe it might, but at the same time, I don't think so. This place is really smooth, and the Mole Guard does not like smooth water. It's just glued down. So all these boats being here, it's going to open the track up some more, and this thing is going to eat through it.
Right on. Well, he is the number 8 of Get Out of My Way, Jeremiah Mayo. Congrats, man, so far on this season. Hopefully we'll see you on that podium at the end of the weekend.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, that was the number 8 of Jeremiah, Get Out of My Way, Mayo. The young man running that Danish-built Mola Guard, Hertz Audio, JH Performance Snap-on Tool-sponsored machine. He didn't have the best heat number 1. Like he mentioned, some of these shorter heats are tough because that Mola Guard likes rough water. No surprise, built in Denmark, designed for the bigger bodies of water that run in Formula 2 over in Formula 1 over in Europe. It handles the rough water really well, but it doesn't like smooth water. That water is quite smooth out there right now. He needs some chop. Hopefully he can get that and move that number 8 machine up onto the podium and collect valuable points today for tomorrow. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 1 minute drivers. 1 minute on the pole here in qualifying heat number 2. That beautiful chartreuse in black with the APX 200 on the back. The number 99 of Travis Yates. 50 seconds, drivers. 50 seconds. Coming second off the dock. That's the number 15, one half of the Hertz Audio Snap-on JH Performance, the 15 of Tim Kraft. 40 seconds, drivers, 40 seconds. The 77 of Mike Quindazzi, the 70 of Jude Gaspard, all smashed up there in the front of qualifying heat number 2. 30 seconds, drivers, 30 seconds. Who's going to come out on top? We go first to worst and worst to first from heat 1 to heat 2. It's going to make for a doozy. 20 seconds, drivers, you're under starters orders. The flag is up. Oh, we had a jump there by the number 77 of Mike Quindazzi, and we lost a pole there on the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. All sorts of chaos here in the second of 3 qualifying heats in the Formula 1 class. So the 77 of Quindazzi, that boat that is out front, you might as well move him back 1 lap. He jumped the gun. He is not going to be out in front. So now he's going to have to try to lap everybody to get out in front. There's the 9 of Johnny Fleming getting by the number 9 of 70 of Jude Gaspard. Then it's the 15 of Tim Kraft. The 8 of Jeremiah Mayo now making his way up into 4th position. Pushing hard. Oh, there comes the 94 of Rusty Wyatt making his way up into 4th position now with Mayo in 3rd. Getting going wide to the outside by the 70 of Gaspard. See, there's the 94 of Wyatt. Ooh, he gets the door slammed on him by the 70 of Gaspard. Now goes tight down to the inside. They go 3 wide out of turn number 4. The 8 of Mayo on the outside. The 94 of Wyatt on the inside and sandwiched in the middle. Getting doused down there is the number 70 of Jude Gaspard, that Gaspard Brothers Racing Team. But they're all trying to catch the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. Fleming came out well off the dock after the 77 of Quindazi jumped the gun. He's pushing hard way out in front, but that machine right there, the Buckshot Cleaver, is going to be assessed a 1 lap penalty because he jumped the start, and so he's going to be a lap down. He's going to have to push that thing hard, try to lap as many boats as possible, which is going to be very difficult on this short 30-second 3/4 mile course. As they continue to push hard, there's the 9 of Fleming now making his way down out of the exit turn on the north end of the course. He's your leader right now, the de facto leader. The number 9 of Fleming pushing hard, trying to hold back the 8 of Jeremiah Mayo, who sits in second position after he got by the number 70 of Jugaspar. There's the 77 of Quindazi, who's out in front, but not your leader. He continues to push hard. There's the 9 of Fleming making his way down. Can he keep that safety equipment from malfunctioning and hopefully gather some good points here in qualifying heat number 2? The number 9 of Johnny Fleming he's a great guy and a hard racer, and he's had a 2022 that's been, well, that right there is a snapshot of what the season has been like for the 9 of Johnny Fleming. His pole does not come off. His crew does not remove the pole, and that thing's still hanging on the boat. The question is he going to lose it, or is it going to hang on there? I don't know if that's a penalty or not. I've still got to talk to our referees out there on the course, but he's pushing hard and working well down there in that top position, going out of turn number 2. As he gets by the 09 of Whitney Terry Fletcher, the rookie there is a little bit off the pace, but he's got the hard charging number 8 of Jeremiah, get out of my way, Mayo, pushing hard and closing the gap between him and the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. There's the overhead view of the 9 of Fleming pushing hard, coming down the front stretch. He's still got that pole hanging off the back of the boat. There's the 8 of Mayo. Then it's the number 70 of Gaspard, followed by the 94 of Rusty Wyatt in 4th, the 24 of Spencer Love in 5th, the 52 of Chris Rinker in that yellow machine in 6th, the 17 of Dylan Anderson in 7th, the 15 of Tim Kraft in 8th, the 03 of Dustin Terry in 9th, the 99 of Travis Yates in 10th, the 09 of Whitney Terry Fletcher in 11th, the 77 of Quindazi in 12th, and a DNS for the number 20 of Ashton Rinker. Got to be frustrating for the Golden Boy out of Siesta Key, Florida, your 2-time Formula One champion. As there, it looks like that's the 94 of Wyatt fighting hard with the 70 of Gaspard for that 4th position. Gaspard going down to the inside, the 94 of White to the outside. There's Gaspard holding that tight inside line, holding off the hard-charging young man running for Crystal Clear Wiper Blades. There we go. Coming out of the back straightaway, down into turn number 3. The battle for 4th. The 94 of Wyatt goes way wide to the outside. Cannot find that tight line. And they continue to push hard. You see them come down the front straightaway, down into the sun as the sun starts to get a little bit lower and starts to cause some glare here for these drivers. Still, everybody's trying to catch the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. But there's the 94 of Wyatt continuing to push hard as he comes down the back straightaway. He's got a rearview mirror full of the number 24 of Spencer Love, as well as the number 52 of Chris Rinker. As they come flying down the front straight, there's that 8 of Jeremiah Mayo sitting in second position, pushing hard. And so that means that actually Gaspard and Wyatt are fighting for 3rd position, as we've got kind of a 2-horse battle between the 8 of Mayo and the 9 of Fleming. If things hold up, I don't know if Fleming's going to be penalized for having his dock pole stay with the boat after he left off. It's still there. It's amazing that the thing is still hung on to the boat after this many laps at 100+ miles an hour, but maybe that's the first bit of good luck the 9 of Johnny Fleming's going to have here in 2022. Even though the pole got stuck on the boat, he didn't lose it. He's pushing hard now, trying to eye up the number 99 of Travis Yates. You can see there's the 94 of Rusty Wyatt. Down into turn number 1, going wide to the outside. Oh, knifing inside of him's the 24 of Spencer Love. We got a battle brewing for that 4th position, as sitting in 5th. Your points leader here in 2022 is starting to close the gap on the number 94 of Wyatt. We're going to have a battle down there in turn number 3. They go down to the far south end of the course. What's going to happen down there? The sun is glaring off the water here on the shores of the San Jacinto, making it tough for everybody. But the 94 of Wyatt's able to stave off the 24 of Spencer Love, but he can't seem to get by the 70 of Gaspard in this unbelievable battle for 3rd place. Gaspard, very smart, goes tight to the inside now. Wyatt's got to go slide wide to the outside through the rooster tail and continue to push hard. There's the man who would be in the lead if he wouldn't have jumped the gun, the 77 of Mike Quindazzi. As we are here on the final lap, go fast, turn left, just 4 more times. The young man out of the Woodlands, Texas, the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. Unless he gets assessed a 1-lap penalty, and then the 70 of Jude Gaspard is your winner. It's so tight. It's so packed. The man who finished qualifying first earlier today is sitting in 8th. Ladies and gentlemen, as we finish qualifying heat number 2 here in the Formula 1 class, as he comes out of turn number 3 and 4. Pushing hard. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Joe. Geez, that is a photo finish. I can't even call that. Was that in the 8 of Mayo? Was that in the 9 of Fleming? We're going to have to turn to our scores to even see what happened. The 70 of Gaspard sits in 3rd, then the 94 of Wyatt in 4th, the 24 of Spencer Love in 5th, the 52 of Chris Rinker in 6th, and it looks like possibly the 03 of Dustin Terry sneaking up into 7th and rounding out the field in 8th there, the number. Oh, sorry, I apologize. I got a little excited there with that deck-to-deck battle. I mean, that was a photo finish for the win there in qualifying heat number 2. Whew, that was a doozy right there. I'm going to have to take a quick break here and have a conversation with my chief scorer, Lindsey Matthews, and chief referee, Doug Ray, to see who ended up taking the checkered flag there. I don't know if the 9 of Fleming is going to be assessed with a penalty, but man, what a heck of a race it was. He finally got the gremlins out. No mechanical malfunctions. All right, looks like this is the problem when you have 2 boats that look exactly the same that have hard numbers to see. So it looks like the 9 of Johnny Fleming secured that win as long as he doesn't get penalized. The boat that was deck-to-deck with him was trying to stay on the lead lap. That was the other half of the JH Performance team, the number 15 of Tim Kraft, who's doing some pretty good stuff in that backup motor. He had a motor completely grenade on him yesterday, so he had to go to the backup motor. No testing, barely broke in, and that thing ran pretty well here in Heat 2. But we're going to take a quick break here. I'm going to go over and see who I actually get to have a conversation with here after the second qualifying heat, because, man, that was a knockdown drag-out. We had so many boats stacked on top of another. Great battle for third with the 70 of Gaspard, the 94 of Wyatt, and the 24 of Love. And maybe, just maybe, the monkeys off the back for the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors to chat with the winner of qualifying heat number 2.
When it comes to roof and gutter repair for your home or business, no one beats the quality and customer service you'll find at Ameristar Roofing and Restoration Texas, LLC. We have 13 years of experience ready to serve you. Whether you need to repair or replace your home's current roof, you can count on us to use the best products from the leading manufacturers. We have been repairing and replacing roofs for commercial properties since 2008. You get outstanding results that last. Call today for more information.
VP Racing Fuels has been the official fuel of racing for over 45 years. But VP isn't just race fuels. VP offers a wide range of oils, additives, and our new Stay Frosty coolants to help keep your street car, tow vehicle, or weekend warrior running at its best. VP products are engineered to keep your vehicle running smooth and looking great for your daily commute. With our octane boosters, fuel treatments, and quick detailing products. Explore VP's full product line at vpracingfuels.com.
All right, race fans. Well, I apologize. After we had some people who jumped the gun, the 77 of Mike Quindazzi has officially been penalized 1 lap for him jumping the gun. Now what they're reviewing is, thankfully, because we have all of this footage from our great folks at Live Race Media and our drone coverage, we were able to get an overhead view of the beginning of the race. And the question is did the 9 of Johnny Fleming nail the start, or did he jump as well? That's what they're trying to determine right now. So they're going in, they're looking at everything, they're trying to figure out, did the 9 of Fleming jump? And so then if he jumped, he gets assessed a 1 lap penalty as well, and your winner in heat number 2 is Jeremiah Mayo. If he nailed that start and they determined that it was only the 77 of Quindazzi who jumped the start, then he will be declared your winner in heat 2. And I think, me personally, I hope the 9 of Fleming didn't jump, because nobody deserves a hard-fought win more than the Fleming Manufacturing Racing Team and the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. They've fought hard all year long. They've had all sorts of gremlins, and to be able to come out like they did here this afternoon and fight through all the stuff that they fought through, considering the safety equipment malfunction in heat number 1, doing very well in the 1 lap qualifiers. Then that goes off. And I'm going to go on a quick pause here because we've got word back from Chief Referee Doug Ray. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a tight one there. Thankfully, our great drone operators from Live Race Media were able to help give us definitive answers to that race there. The 77 of Mike Quindazzi is penalized. The 70 of Jude Gaspard was penalized for jumping. But the man who absolutely nailed the start and had no mechanical safety issues fail him this time, the number 9 of Johnny Fleming. Johnny, is the monkey off the back? This has got to feel great.
Man, I hope so. We've been punting at this for about 4 races now. I think we figured something out, fixed a lot of problems. We had some little technical difficulty in the first heat, out of our control. We got that fixed, and man, what a great race! I was like on the radio, I nailed that start. I got it, man. We're pumped, you know.
Right, and obviously it was very clear that Quindazzi had jumped the start there, so you knew as long as you kept everybody else behind you. Yeah. In your mind, right, obviously it was close. And you said when you nail a start, it can be really close. And they had to take a look at it. I think without the 77 of Quindazzi jumping, they probably don't look at it. And you and him would have slugged it out for the win here. But you ran well. It's got to feel good to collect some valuable points and to really get one of those heat wins. I mean, this is something, you just had such a monkey on your back all season long. Just how good does it feel?
Oh, it feels amazing. It's like back in the day when we were actually doing pretty good. I feel like, hey, man, we're more respectable now. You know, we worked our butts off. It's such a great feeling of accomplishment. And when he hit a start like that, and my brother, I consider him the best radio man in the business, on the first lap, he goes, you're not second, you're in first. You're in first. He jumped the gun. You nailed it. Go, go, go. Drive a clean race. And he goes, everything's going to come out. He goes, I did leave the pole on the boat, so don't lose the pole. But, you know, he just said, drive a clean race, and I think you got this. And it all worked. And it's all to my brother James, my family. Tim Siebold jumped on the boat. John Schubert jumped on the boat and fixed it, so we wouldn't have been out there without them. And a good buddy of mine, Rick Hill's here today. Without him helping us and wrenching in the pits, we wouldn't have been out there. And that's all about teamwork. We're all helping each other, and every crew member from every team was helping us, and that's a very rewarding feeling as well.
Let's talk about what happened in Heat 1. You don't see that happen very often, but obviously your new composite craft has a piece of safety equipment that some of the other drivers don't have the luxury of having. It's an airbag. If you, in the event of a rollover, it triggers the airbag.
Yep,
the airbag inflates and it rights the boat, so it makes it a lot easier and safer for you as a driver. What happened out there in Heat 1? Because you were cruising, and then the drag from that thing just killed your straightaway speed.
I thought we were rolling, man. We went from third to second. I said, oh, this is going to be fun, man. Me and Anderson, I said, this is going to be nice. And then we had a little trim issue, and I didn't want to trim down. I was fighting that, and all of a sudden we're on the back straight. My brother goes, airbag popped, and it's never happened before. We have a really good airbag system. I don't have something electrical just kind of got hot and sparked it, or there's also a magnet, kind of like a rollover safety switch that ignites the airbag. And that wasn't loose, but we took it off, and the magnet was loose. But I don't know. We're going to have to go back and go through that. Unfortunately, we will not have an airbag here for the rest of the weekend. But it is a very important safety fixture.
For sure, but I'm super happy that you were able to get the win here. You obviously got some valuable points. Now the tricky part is you've got 10 drivers within a second of one another in one-lap qualifiers earlier today. You get the win. That means you're going to get shuffled way further back the podium.
Yeah.
I mean, the 17 Anderson walked away with Heat 1, and he couldn't muster better than a 7th in qualifying Heat 1.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah.
I was trying to get a little update during that race, but then I just, I said, no, I'll just concentrate here. And that's what it is, man. Every boat here's fast. Every boat can win. And the track is a lot of fun to drive, so it's going to take one little mistake or a little lap traffic or, hey, a motor bog a little bit or you overturn it, and that's what you need. You got to be ready in position to pounce because, like you say, from 7th to 1st, from 10th to 1st, can lead every lap.
Absolutely, man. Well, hey, take a minute.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then immediately get back into the grind and start digging and preparing for tomorrow. Congrats, Johnny.
Thank you. You're going to have a cold Bud Light and we'll do some wrenching.
There we go. All right,
Thank
your
you.
winner in heat number 2 after nailing the start and getting the monkey off his back, the Fleming Manufacturing number 9 at Johnny Fleming. Ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are across the world, we appreciate you hanging out with us today here at the 2022 Battle on the San Jacinto for round 4 of the Formula One Powerboat Championships. That wraps up Saturday qualifying. We'll be right back here 12 noon tomorrow, live from wherever you are. Or if you're here locally, come on down to the Maytown Boat Club, just $20 entry fee to get into the door. We got all sorts of great food, all sorts of great stuff going on, and unbelievable racing all day. We'll see you. Have a great night. Enjoy yourselves. We'll be back at it tomorrow.
When it comes to roof and gutter repair for your home or business, no one beats the quality and customer service you'll find at Ameristar Roofing and Restoration Texas LLC. We have 13 years of experience ready to serve you. Whether you need to repair or replace your home's current roof, you can count on us to use the best products from the leading manufacturers. We have been repairing and replacing roofs for commercial properties since 2008. You get outstanding results that last. Call today for more information.
VP Racing Fuels has been the official fuel of racing for over 45 years. But VP isn't just race fuels. VP offers a wide range of oils, additives, and our new Stay Frosty coolants to help keep your street car, tow vehicle, or weekend warrior running at its best. VP products are engineered to keep your vehicle running smooth and looking great for your daily commute with our octane boosters, fuel treatments, and quick detailing products. Explore VP's full product line at vpracingfuels.com.